Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, and the Son, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Mekah, double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. It's GMS Stop and Listen, GMS Arkansas, the brother preacher Cal. Hey, I was looking at a quick article on RT where it says direct threat to peace. China rises alarm as U.S. Space Forces receive first funding. Okay, let me go ahead and read a little bit of this article. It says direct threat to peace, right? China rises alarm as U.S. Space Forces receive first funding. China has condemned the inauguration of the newest branch of the U.S. military, the Space Force, describing its creation as a threat to peace that endangers global stability. Foreign Ministry spokesman Ging Shong told reporters on Monday that Beijing was deeply concerned and resolutely opposed to the Space Force, which receives its first funding after U.S. President Donald Trump signed an annual military budget last week. The China Foreign Ministry spokesman said Washington's new military branch sets a dangerous precedent for a militarization of outer space. Okay? Now, when you see this, they say it's a threat because to the people of the land, who controls the air controls the land. If your air force is a great air force, when you control the skies, you basically control everything under it. This is the threat which China feels. If they let the United States control the outer space, they can control the area beneath. But we are spiritual men. We see this as the prophecy. When you read, they have to basically go this way because the prophecy says that basically they're going to fight against the Lord when he come back. So they're really trying to set a space force up to counteract the return of Yahweh Shai when he comes back to save the elect. Okay. Now let me show you something. Let's go into that word. We know space is what? Outside of the stratosphere, right? Let's go into that word force, though. The word force means physical strength or power or effect. Power or violence used on a person or thing. Okay? Strength or power that is not physical. Okay, we're going to go on down. Let's go down to strength or energy exerted or brought to bear to cause a motion or change, active power, right? B, moral or mental strength. C, capacity to persuade or convince. 2A, military strength. A body as troops of ships assigned to a military purpose. A force of 20,000 soldiers. The whole military strength as a nation. So the military space force is what the military strength that they're trying to bring outside of the land, outside of the land. They're trying to bring it to the heights of the air. Okay, they're trying to put their military, the forces, the strength, because they say the person who controls the air controls the war. Okay. So who basically we know controls the air is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, who controls all. Because the angels, when you read the movement of the angels, Esau is creating weaponry, right? The militarization of his weaponry, he's trying to create the stealth bombers and certain military planes that can move as the angels. Because Esau is reading how the movement of the angels. So they're trying to copy this same thing because they know that Yahweh Shai is coming back one day to redeem the elect and to destroy the nations who are in charge. He's coming to take the crowns when you read in Revelation 19th chapter. Okay. So that military force trying to put its strength into the outer, what they call outer space in the stratosphere, outside the ozone, in the ozone. We read this. This is Second Ezra, Second Ezra 13:1, and it came to pass. Okay, it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, arose a wind from the sea, and it moved all the waves thereof. Verse 3, and I beheld, and lo, a man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. This man that waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, and Yahushua, and the thousands are his angels, right? You can read Psalms 68 chapter. It tells you the angels of the Lord are thousands of thousands, okay? It says, and when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. So when Yahushua comes back, everybody on the earth is going to tremble. It's going to be a great awakening when he comes back. You know, they're going to be seeing the fearful sights. These chariots are fearful sights. And plus, they're going to find out the true identity of Yahushua, which is going to be a threat to a lot of people. Okay, it says, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth filleth when it filleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was together a multitude of men. This multitude of men are the armed forces. Okay, so Esau is really trying to set up this space force to actually mount these thermonuclear missiles, right, into space and try to actually stop Yahushua and his angels from coming back. That's his whole plan. But he's not going to tell you common people that, okay? Because you common people don't believe in the angels anyway. It says, out of the number for the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. So they're going to try to subdue Yahushua, man. They're going to try to take him down, man. You know? Subdue. Let's look up that word, subdue. Okay? Let's look up that word, subdue. We'll go there, went into force. Subdue. The word subdue. To get control of a violent or dangerous person or a group by using force or punishment. So they're going to try to violently go against Yahushua, okay? Because he's coming with a group of angels to get control of something such as a strong emotion, to conquer or to bring into subjection, to bring under control, especially to an exert of thy will, okay? So that's what they're trying to do. It says examples, the troops were finally able to subdue the rebel forces after many days of fighting. Okay, that's what they finna try to do. They finna try to take on the Lord and his angels, man. This is, the Lord has put on your mind, he's put that pride, such a prideful spirit on Esau's mind that he thinks he's capable with the technology he has of taking on Yahushua and the angels, man. The Lord has put them in this stead. He's put them in, Yahushua is so brilliant, man. He's put it on your mind to make you think that you can go against him, man. Right? That's Thessalonians 2nd chapter 3rd verse, man. You sit in that seat so you think you God, okay? It says, but I beheld, 2nd Ezra 13:6, but I beheld, and lo, he that have graven himself a great mountain and flew up on it, because the chariot is going to be so big that's coming. Ezra said it looked like it was a piece of a mountain that was cut out. But I would have seen the region or the place wherewith the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this beheld I, lo, which they which had gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, but yet does fight. So when they see Yahushua and that power, they're going to be so afraid. But the Lord going to put the spirit on them to fight. The same ones that are coming to conquer him, they're going to be so afraid when they see the power of Yahweh Yahushua and his angels. It's going to be overwhelming, okay? It says, and lo, he saw the violence of the multitude that came, neither lifted his hand nor his sword, nor any instrument of war. And the Lord ain't gonna have no instruments of war because the chariots are his instrument of war. Okay? It says, but only I saw sent out of his mouth, as it were, a blast of fire, out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue cast sparks and tempests. There's going to be these concentrated beams of fire coming from the chariots, man. Okay? This is going to be Yahushua's weapon. When he speaks, the beam is going to come out and it's going to pulverate your people, right? And it says they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which were prepared to fight, and burned them up every one. So upon the sudden and innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived but only the dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw it, I was afraid. And what just happened, I'm in this little place and the lights went out. So that's how the lights are going to go out on America, man. I'm in the bathroom, so the lights just went out. So, hey, the lights are going to go out as such in America the same way. It's sudden. See, it's real sudden. Just like those lights just went out, the destruction of America is going to be sudden, and then the lights are going to go out on America the same way. So I hope this was edifying. All praise, honor, and glory be to the Heavenly Father, Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. And double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Till the next time, I say shalom.